Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick shout out to those of you who have been commenting and liking my videos. It makes a big difference to how much YouTube shares my content, and that makes a huge difference to me at the end of the day, as I would love to actually get into doing this full time, somehow. So yeah, thank you again to all of you who have been doing that, I really appreciate it. Alrighty, so I've been using this for a couple of hours. Well, that's hot. Jesus, it's got some fucking heat on it. So I've been using this for a couple of hours now, and she's pretty gutless, I'm not gonna lie. And being honest, I was kind of worried that it wasn't gonna be great for my purpose, because I'd rather have it up like so I can have a flat belt and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's time to modify this thing. Got it. Ah! Neat. You can actually adjust it without having to modify it. Really? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I was wrong. Who the fuck designed this thing? Alrighty. So it's going okay, not well, just okay. So what I've done is I've made a stick. And what I've done is I've done this for one side. The idea is that this here will sit in that, just like so. And I, in theory, should be able to rest it on this stop, grind it along, so it gets a more consistent grind along the whole thing, at a 61-degree angle? I don't know what I'm doing. Hmm. Whoa. Alright, so the resin, we've got as much of the bubbles out as we can. As you can see there. Now, that's using the vacuum pot to get as many of the air bubbles out. The way that you would typically do clear cast resin is you would do that. You would then put it into a chamber that's sealed off, and then you pressurize it with air to shrink down the air bubbles. I know for a fact that one of you smart ass cunts is going to be in the comments. You're like, oh, haven't you seen the videos on clear resin? You use a torch to get rid of the bubbles. What does that say? Fuck off. Because I already tried, it does catch on fire. Don't do it. 12, 13, 14, 15. So I went with more because most of the time this shit doesn't set for 6 weeks. So unfortunately there's a bunch of little air bubbles in there, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get all of those. So
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh! That's fucking mint. That's very interesting, that one. Not as pretty. Interesting though.
Oh no!
Fuck! Flex tape can't fix that. Okay, so after slipping with this one and ruining that, this one has turned out great. I'm super thrilled with this considering I don't have a lathe. I would love to do more stuff like this, but not having a lathe makes that difficult. Now what I have to do, I need to make all the little grooves that are inside this pommel on here. Now, as you guys can probably tell right now, I'm not one for steady hand work. So what I've done is I have 3D printed up this little nasty concoction and 2 hex heads. So the plan is that I'm going to fit one of these hex pieces on each side. God damn it. I'm going to fit one of these hex pieces on each side of this pommel, and the idea is that it'll sit flat on one edge, and then I can roll it, and this will allow me to do 6 sides of this thing all symmetrically, evenly around the pommel. This piece here is a piece that I've 3D printed for a journal attachment. So the idea is simply that when this is sitting on the bench, this will sit at the same height, and I can just manually move this around to grind the groove into it. So I don't have to do it by hand. The annoying part about this is that I now have to put a perfect hole on this side of it to have this thing dead center in the middle of these two hex pieces. I don't have a lot of faith that I can do that, because I don't have a lathe. But we'll see how we go. No!
That's pretty fucking solid.
Not as pretty as I would have liked.
Five minutes later.
This is why I don't like wearing gloves with an angle grinder. Now this could be a lot worse, but I've currently encapsulated it in super glue, so that ain't going anywhere. To give you guys a heads up, I was wearing a glove in my left hand so I wouldn't have aluminium shavings stab into it. Unfortunately, the angle grinder bit a little bit of the aluminium, jumped, caught the glove and pulled my finger into it. Could have been a lot worse than what it was, but moral of the story from this is do not wear gloves with an angle grinder. You can't hold them securely, they slip, and if they get bitten into the angle grinder or any other power tool, it will just pull it in and make it worse. Okay, so the original plan was to make this handle out of resin, and I wanted to do it in like a tan ivory color. I have a wild piece of antler here, I don't know what it's from, but there might be enough there that I could try to grind something out of this. It's probably going to be heinous, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So, see how we go. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a long time since I've made a metalwork project, and I'm definitely out of practice and don't have the right machinery for it. But I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. And this is actually a giveaway, not to any of you, you're a bit late for the call. The deal was that if any of you guys could guess what the Dagger was, and who owned it, and from what series, then you'd go in the draw to win it. One person guessed it immediately, and they actually deleted their comment, but I know who you are, you'll be getting this. And then one other person came close, and then it took so long for anyone else to comment, so I just called it. So he's not even going in the draw, he wins it. Simple as that. So if you guys would like me to do more future giveaways, please subscribe, follow my Instagram, and yeah, hopefully I can do more projects like this. Not with that Azeto grinder, not happening again, that thing is crap. Alrighty, thank you again for watching guys, until next time.